Hey y'all, and welcome back to The Jump Off. Today's topic is going to be about procrastination because that has literally kept me from achieving all of my heart's desires and dreams. I get tired, okay? I get lazy sometimes, but I tend to take it to the extreme. If something is not like super pressing important, I guess everything kind of is because I put stuff off so much. But if it's not like for a job or like a deadline that involves other people, I will float it until the river's end. Since I'm doing this show and kind of all of my content by myself, I will sit there and tell me, you know what, you've been doing so much, take a break. And then I'm like, you're right, I'm gonna just sit down and play this game real quick. And then, 4 months later, here we are. I don't like to call it procrastinating. For me, it's like I'm waiting until the atmosphere, the setting, all the components to the project or to whatever it is are perfect. So like with this, if I come home and I've done something for the day and I have to set up the lights and stuff, I don't want to do it. Literally, actually filming this video, I was trying to work with the set dressing here because this looks real plain and blah. To me, even setting up these lights, like this shadow in the back, to me, it's not right. I don't like it, throw it away. I was like, oh, I'll just put this here. I got so caught up 2 hours trying to figure out, well, let me put this flower here. Y'all can barely even see this flower. I get caught up in that kind of stuff. My trainer, she pointed out perfection. That could be linked to procrastination. I was like, skirt. Who's a perfectionist? Because baby, that is not me. I could care less. It got me thinking because I was watching this class to help you figure out entrepreneurship and how to be self-sustainable. The lady who was hosting, she was saying that there was a study done of people who were perfectionists, quote unquote. Everything had to look exactly a certain way for them to do a project versus people who were okay with whatever they had at this moment with putting out the content that they had. In the study, the people who put out the content just as it was with what they had, they were happier and more successful than the people who waited for all of the components to be in the right place. So I was watching that and I was like, oh man, like to put out something as is, I'm like, oh, okay, like that concept, it makes sense. It makes sense. Like you don't overburden yourself with like, oh, this has to be right, this has to be right. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm in this mindset of like, just put it out as it is. You can always improve and work better. That's there in my mind. It didn't necessarily plant roots in my mind, but it's there. So I was with my trainer. She was talking about, oh, you said you were gonna film this video, but this wasn't right, or this wasn't right, or you didn't have this person. And I'm like, well, you know what? She might be on to something here. Because when it comes to like content creation, acting, filming something, the visual to me, if I can't match the visual that's in my mind, I don't want to do it until I can make it look like that. Because I feel like I'm gonna be disappointed if it doesn't look like that, because in my mind it looks like that. A majority of the months that I was returning to the jump off, in the beginning it was kind of feeling overwhelmed, like I said, the pressure. Toward the later half of the months, it was really just like, oh, I have to wait until I can move my room around so then I can put the camera up. I have to wait until I get the topics together. A long list of things. I really had to just continue to tell myself, like, just do it. You can always improve. You can make a theme song, get a logo. You can do all of that stuff later. I'm really trying to like grasp that. Then I found this on Twitter because this really like rocked me. Rocked my world. Hold on, let me find it. Hold on. I found it. Goofy me, I didn't retweet the first tweet in the thread. I retweeted one in the middle. So I know. Party foul. It starts with, if you often procrastinate, open this. Stop being a perfectionist. The root of procrastination for most people ain't laziness, it's anxiety. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna read this later. But then I said, no, Janice, you gotta push through and read it now. It says, I know your anxiety will tell you the worst case scenario. It's a liar. If you're a procrastinator, you will find every excuse not to do what you need to do. But here's an advice. Do it first. I call it reverse procrastination. I was like, okay, he might be onto something. It says, fill your heart and mind with positive things. Music helps a lot. Stand up, put on your favorite songs, and watch how you get the job done fast. Challenge yourself. Reward yourself after a job well done. The best way to get something done is to begin. Don't let procrastination take over your life. Be brave and take risks. Your life is happening now. It might feel like fun, but trust me, procrastination is the enemy of success. Give yourself pep talks and encouraging words like, I can do this. I'm not going to procrastinate today. I am capable. I am strong enough. I am brave. I refuse to let negative thoughts control me. Goes on to say, check the bio and all that. But that procrastination is the enemy of success. I've heard that many a times, seen it quotes all around. But in this, because it linked the procrastination to the anxiety of perfection, it really hit me. I didn't necessarily label it as anxiety of like, oh, if this doesn't look like this, then I don't want to do it. Because to me, it was just like, this is what I see in my mind and that's how I saw it, so that's how it needs to be. I think with these videos and other things, because I want to start a conversation, but maybe somebody might be distracted because these dollar store flowers ain't sitting where they need to be, or what, I don't know. Like, those things do run in my mind, or the quality's not gonna be good. But I started out doing this, filming this on my phone in my apartment. I'm still in my apartment, but now I have a camera, so I have to realize I started at that point just doing with what I had. I mean, I did wait until I got this chair. This chair was a pivotal part of this show, of starting this show. But I just kept going. Even when I was like, oh, I don't want to do this, I don't want to edit it, because editing this that's really the key to my procrastination, is editing. Because I don't, it's the anxiety, because I don't know how to like work all the editing stuff, and teaching myself, I get so overwhelmed. Yeah, it really is like a cycle. Because I get the project, I get excited about it, I have this image, then I like get caught up in like, how am I going to achieve it to look like that? I'm like, you know what, I can't. Then the deadline comes around, and then I'm like, oh, I have to get this done. Then I feel overwhelmed, then I don't want to do it, then I stress myself out, then I get exhausted, then I have to take that time to recuperate. See, wow. Yeah, so y'all, I need some help on this one. This is the ball and chain that has got me stuck. Okay, do y'all procrastinate? If you don't procrastinate, how do you go about not procrastinating and like getting on stuff when you have a due date, or even before you have a due date? Like, how do you live that life, and how can I get there? And then if you do procrastinate, hey y'all, how do you go about getting yourself on track to like finish things? Do you wait until the dead last minute like me, and then are stressed, frustrated with yourself? Or like, what is your plan of attack to get stuff done, and to not hopefully wait until the last minute? But then you have the saying of pressure makes diamonds. I'm just gonna let that sit there. We can acknowledge it or not. Just gonna say that is a saying that has been said many a times. But I guess if a diamond had a longer time you know what, I don't know where I was going with that. Do you agree that it's linked with anxiety? Do you not agree? Anyway, like and subscribe, y'all. You can always watch any of the previous episodes and previous seasons anytime you want on YouTube or Instagram. Be sure to come on back so you can check out next week's episode, which I have procrastinated, so I don't know what it's gonna be about, but we're gonna get better. Okay, we admitted that we have an issue, and we can only go up from there. So I will catch you all next time, because I procrastinated. I am hungry. I need to eat dinner. It's like way past dinner time. But anyway, y'all have a great week. Stay great, stay blessed.